are out and we are racing in this Supermoto action. So brilliant start there. Richie Dibbon, he's in there as well. We've got Dowman there in second place. So Richie Dibbon and Dowman there. Whoa, this is going to be all on here, Ian. Can't wait for this one.
Yeah, Brad, the story went with yesterday, and the first race yesterday, Richie Dibbon, he's absolutely extraordinary on a Supermoto bike, as he's showing right now. And he had a bit of engine trouble. He never even got out in that race yesterday, and so he didn't score any points. So he'll be out there. They went home. They went back to Wanganui. They snuck out another motor. They put a new motor into that bike, which I don't think is anything but a standard high performance. I think it's a standard bike, and he's out there. And look, he's already doing it. I mean, this guy. What I really like about this guy is Wanganui. To see him around Wanganui is fantastic.
Oh, he's a class act, right? He's had a lot of experience internationally on a Supermoto as well, so a real legend of Supermoto racing. Richie Dibbon, look at the advantage he's already got as he comes down the front straight. So they run the track in reverse and run the short track here, and flying, he's lapping in the 39s, the 39.952 that time around, so there it is. Richie Dibbon. So flying at the moment, we've got Will Young, Scott Dowman, Russell Desai and Craig Cudge. Scott there, it's your top five as we see it. But Matt Brower's owner, Matt, he's having a first little dig on Supermoto racing, and he's loving it as well. So great to see Matt Brow there.
A big shout out to our another regular that's not here today, unfortunately, is Duncan Hart. Duncan Hart unfortunately had an accident, I think this week, and he was badly banged up in that, and it's a big shout out there, and hope you get well soon, Duncan. You're a stalwart of Supermoto, particularly in the Suzuki series. Good luck, best luck, and heal fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very sad news to hear, Duncan. Hopefully he's on the mend and get well soon. So we go racing with Richie Dibbon through the S's, and we go to Will Young. Doing a great job in second place, got a little bit of advantage. Back to Scott Dowman with Russell Desai, just getting hit by Cudge Scott there, so great to see Cudge fighting it out there. He's in fourth place at the moment. We've got Russell Desai in there with Matt Brow in the action as well, but this is electric stuff from Richie Dibbon. They cross the line and 6 laps to go, but a massive advantage he has, and we see Will Young. This is a brilliant ride at the moment. On the 245 machine in second place, the Wellington man on the TSS Red Baron Honda 450. So great to see him out there at the moment, Ian.
Yeah, he was. He actually was winning yesterday, and he unfortunately came unstuck. And I think it was Scott Dowman that ended up taking the win on the TM. But these are all guys. I mean, Richie just has that little X factor that he can pull a lead like that. But you look at the fun that these guys behind him must be having. You've got Will Young, Craig, Cudge. Cudge is doing a great job there in third spot. And then Scott Dowman, yesterday's winner, James Clark and Russell Desai. Well, Russell's done 1,000,000 miles around Manfeild, and not in necessarily this direction.
Yeah, he's a real legend of New Zealand motorcycle racing. Russell Desai, the Bike Talk man from Tamarunui. They sponsor our F3 class as well, so great to have Russell here competing, and also as a sponsor. And the sponsor for the Supermoto this year is Aramex Couriers. They're formerly known as Fastway Couriers. They are back with a new name there, so winner of the Regional Master Franchisee of the year 2018, and they've won awards in the Wanganui area as well. So great to have Aramex Couriers on board as we go with 4 laps to go. Richie Dibbon, he is a class of his own out there in first place. Willie Young, we've got James Clark there, he's in third place now with Cudge Scott down to fourth. Matt Brow, Scott Dowman, Russell Desai, and we've got Campbell Grayling, another guy having a first little taste of Supermoto racing, so great to have Campbell Grayling in there. As we see Richie Dibbon, he is already away. I suppose you still call it turn 1, even though it's the final corner when they run this way around, Ian.
Yes, that's right. Toyota, we'll just call it Toyota. Once upon a time, old folks used to call it Coca-Cola, which it was. And again, what can you say? These guys back here, probably 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, they're having great fun. I mean, you see there's old Russell Josiah there. Many people will probably remember Russell back in the day, punting the ZXR 750 RJIP oil, which I think is E9 now. It used to be RJIP yellow superbike around the place. He too did the World Superbike rounds here way back in the late 80s, 90s here at Manfeild. But Richie Dibbon is just making no race of this at all, even if his performance motor isn't actually in the bike anymore.
Yeah, so 3 laps to go, and the update is, of course, Richie Dibbon, the Dibbon Sports tyres man, on the Suzuki RMZ 450 with engine trouble yesterday, but the new engine in overnight, and look at this, has already got a 7.1 second advantage. Back to Will Young, who's now under a little bit of pressure from the man in third place, James Clark. We haven't talked about James much today, but there he is, the Wanganui man. He is a big part of the Aramex Couriers team, and great to have him out there in third place, so definitely putting a little bit of pressure on Will Young there. So we have a look at the battle for second and third, and with 2 laps to go, white flag out now, so we've got 1 lap to go. There's going to be a full 1 lap showdown for second and third place. There's only a fraction of a second in there, only 0.2 of a second in there now, Spider. So the battle for second place really heating up, but the man in front is the 119 machine, Richie Dibbon.
Must be incredibly hard to get off one bike like the Supersport 600 or Formula 2 bike and then get on to something else. Just how you set your mind at, I guess it's like how many times you've got an automatic car or the indicator's been on a different side and you forget that. So it must be incredible. That just shows you the talent of Richie Dibbon from Wanganui. And there he goes, takes a checkered flag. We're looking out at 7.5 seconds to the next group of people there, charging down towards the line here. It's going to be a photo finish. I get that's probably less than 10 thousandths of a second. Indeed, it was 13 thousandths of a second between James Clark and Will Young. Matt Bro, Russell Josiah, Cut Scott there in behind them. So sensational racing in the motard class here for the Suzuki International Series. And of course, these guys have got 9 more races today. We're nearly through our full round. Well, actually, where are we at with our full round of racing? We've still got Formula 1, Formula 3 and sidecast. I'm going to look at the right day, yeah, and that's with it. And we've got a full round of racing, but I'll tell you what, these guys light up Wanganui. And 50% of the guys on the track are Wanganui boys, including a Waitotra lad that's just out of Wanganui, which is only about 20 k's. We'll Mark Oliver on the 751 machine. A variety of bikes out there: Husqvarna, Yamaha, TM, Honda, and of course Suzuki. And what else have we got out there? That's the range of motorcycle and different models within the brand range as well there, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, we've got different models throughout all the brands. So the Husqvarna themselves, they actually bring out a super motard based bike over in Europe, so that's great to see. And here we go, what a awesome podium we got down there. Richie Dibbon, James Clark and Will Young, so there we go. And great to have Aramex Couriers on board with us again this year, Spider. So a new sponsor, but an old sponsor. Yeah,
just to have a clarity on the Jigsaw Cup, the prize money scale is they've removed the legends, the Dennis Charlottes and the Andrew Strouds and that, and they're having a set of points for all the young people that qualify within the national rules and that, and that's one set of prize money, and there's a separate set of prize money where they're combining it all. So that's how they're doing it. They've thrown those superbike guys in there, which is actually, the class had huge credibility, but throw those guys